Welcome to Wrinkle Wrinkle Little Star. We went to Ikea on Monday. The objective was to get a desk for Elliot's room. We did not get a desk for Elliot's room, but we spent quite a lot in the marketplace. I thought I'd show you not only what we got, I've kind of given you a bit of a preview if you follow me on Instagram, although there were a few things that I couldn't fit into the Instagram video. But as well, rather than just kind of like showing you them, I thought I would show you how we plan to use them. Some of them is going to be the traditional way, other ones I've got kind of other plans for. I also thought it's quite nice to have kind of like an IKEA haul and kind of organisation video, because I know for a lot of people IKEA can be quite a long way away. We're quite fortunate, ours is about half an hour drive, something like that, so it's not too bad. But I know for a lot of you it's kind of like a planned day out because you've got to drive quite a long way, and I know it's kind of a common thing that people will go, what's good in IKEA at the moment? I'm going there and I need to know what's good. So I thought I'd show you, and I thought I'd show you them in situ. So here we go. The first thing we got, which I didn't include this on my Instagram, is this little shoe rack. I'm not going to try and pronounce any of the names of things because I should probably get them wrong. It's metal. I think this was about £3, something like that. And I got two of these because I want them to go in the bottom of my wardrobe. Let me just show you a bit closer. At the moment, all the shoes, doesn't look so bad on camera. In real life it looks a mess. All the shoes are just piled up on top of each other, and it just makes it difficult getting them out when you want them. They all fall all over the place and it's just a bit disorganised. So hopefully this is going to be a game changer and get my shoes organised. I am so pleased with how that's turned out. There's still some space for some more shoes. I've got my Ugg boots downstairs that need to go back. That's what the inserts at the back, where's my hand's gone? The inserts at the back are for. But it's so much tidier. It's going to make it so much more easy. I've put the shoes I don't wear very often, kind of ones I wear if I go into the office, at the back. My trainers are at the front because I tend to wear trainers the most. But they're really sturdy for the money. They're like £3 each and just so easy to assemble as well. So definitely recommend those. This next thing is fairly obvious what it's for and is going to be used for that purpose. So nothing too kind of mad here. It's the Ikea step stool. We've got one of these downstairs already, but we went upstairs because Jake is getting to the age where he wants to be independent and wash his hands without you picking him up and sort his toothbrush out. So got grips on the top so it doesn't slide around. Got a nice grippy thing on the bottom so it doesn't slide around. You can turn these over and use them for storage of bath toys if you want to as well. So even when the kids outgrow them, they're still good for something. Yeah, this is what it is. The next thing is, I'm going to try and say this, the Cub Drawer Dividers. I've seen these on so many kind of like organisational guru kind of videos, and I have always thought they're a bit of a novelty. Like, do you really need drawer dividers in your drawer? How much difference does it really make? Then on a whim, I purchased one pack. Oh my gosh, they do make a difference. I've had another pack from Amazon as well, but I thought while we're at Ikea we would get some. You basically get two of the smaller ones, two of these kind of like long thin ones, and two of the bigger ones as well. I'll link everything in the description bar, and I will also put prices hopefully around here somewhere so you can see how much things are. But these are for the boys' room because their clothes are just all falling over. I tend to do like the folding, is it Marie Kondo method? Don't do it properly, but I still find everything falls over, especially with small clothes. So these help everything to stand up and stay in the right places. Let's go and put them in place. All of the boxes have little zips on them, so you can flat fold them and then just put them up as and when you need to, which makes it really handy. So if you sort of want some organisation at one stage and then don't need it at another stage, you can just take them down and store them in the garage or in the loft or something until you need them again. This is the before, and I will say it's not terrible. And I also will say, if you do have boxes like we've got this one here, that just do the job as well, there's no need necessarily to buy special boxes for it, but I didn't have enough boxes that were the right size, so that's kind of his trouser drawer. It's more this one that I need to sort out because I'm trying to put everything in this one box here, which I think is a shoe box, but they won't fit, so we've just got like loads of stuff over here. So that's the before. I will show you the after in a little bit. Here's the after. So jogging bottoms. There's just a pair of jogging bottoms that's a bit too big for me at the minute, just at the back. More jogging bottoms. Boys have so many jogging bottoms. I'm sure girls do too, to be fair. Jeans and more formal trousers. And then I've put the shorts in the back here. So when it gets a bit warmer, you can just swap those around and the shorts can come forward, which will be cool. And then in this one, we've got long sleeve t-shirts, short sleeve t-shirts, short sleeve t-shirts, and then vests at the back. I don't know why we have vests really, because he's never cold, but they're there just in case. And then at the bottom, 2 lots of hoodies, and that's just got swimwear in it, which isn't very well organised, but we don't need swimwear that often. And there's not that much of it anyway. We did used to have a lot of this hanging, but I put it in Elliot's drawers just so he can help himself to it a little bit more easily, because he struggles to reach the rail in the wardrobe at the moment, bless him. So it just makes it a little bit easier for him to choose what he wants to wear in the morning. These are the mom drawers from Ikea. So these are kind of, if I show you in this drawer, these are kind of designed to fit in it. So it's kind of like a modular design where you can get 2 of these next to each other with one of those. That's a bit wide because the jeans are a little bit big for it really. It's probably more meant for something like socks. And then you could get some more behind it as well, as you can see. And that would start them moving around. So you can see in these drawers, they're sliding backwards and forwards a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. I used a lot more of these in Elliot's room than I was expecting as well. So I might need to get another set of them because I'm going to do some in Jakey's room now. But I don't think I'm going to have quite enough unless I reuse some of the boxes out of Elliot's room in the short term. That might work. These zipped up. This one's a little bit awkward. Alright, let's see what we've got. So, t-shirts galore, long sleeve t-shirts, jogging bottoms and chinos, and jeans. Obviously Jakey has a lot of hand-me-downs from Elliot, so he's got rather a full clothing drawer, bless him. Sadly, this isn't really working for Jakey's drawers. We need the skinny ones really, rather than the big ones, because his clothes are so small, and it's actually making things take up more space rather than less space. So I think we'll have to get another pack next time we go to Ikea and try again. Boo hiss. The next thing we got is 2 of these trays. I think Ikea have been making these trays since the dawn of time. I remember moving to London in about 2001 maybe, and I had a fully furnished apartment, which I didn't know at the time meant I got all my cups and crockery as well, and I'd already bought it, more for me. But I remember we had these in that apartment. That's, yeah, they've been around forever. Possibly the dinosaurs used them, who knows. Anyway, they are trays. Yes, we can carry our teas and coffees and our breakfast cereals on them, and they will be used for that. However, I also bought them for the boys to do kind of like messy play activities and a Lego one. Elliot, bless him, will sit at the table, create some wonderful Lego. There's still little bits that need to go on. It's tea time, needs to come off the table. Where do I put it? If he does his Lego on here, he can have his model, he can have his bricks, he can pick it up, put it somewhere safe, and when he wants to play with it again later, it can come back. Also, for kind of like messy play activities where you don't want it on a grand scale. So when Jakey was little, we'd do some kind of like smaller messy play in his high chair, on the high chair tray, which was Ikea as well. So it might be like that mouldable foam soap foam, don't know which way around you say that, or just a bit of cereal or yogurt or something. We've got one of those big tough spots, but sometimes it's just too big. So one of the things I'd like to do with Jake is get some types of breakfast cereal and kind of like make a little farmyard scene, and then get some diggers and he can like dig up the cornflakes and move them to a different area of the farmyard. If I do that in the tough spot, I would probably need about 4 boxes of cereal to make it deep enough so he could dig the cereal, otherwise it would just be like scattered everywhere. Whereas with something like this, I can kind of create it in a small area and it will just look better and be better. So yeah, a tray to be used as a tray, but also to be used for activities for the boys. Got 2 because I've got 2 boys. Look out if you're interested in the activities we get up to with these, then make sure you follow my Instagram and I will post them on there for you to see. We also got these bed sheets. I will wash them and I will show you them once they are on the bed. We used to have 2 sets of bed sheets. The one we've got on at the minute, which is a nice John Lewis one, and an All Keeley set. Loved the All Keeley set. Love anything patterny, not as you'd tell in this house. It's quite bland at the moment. But they got a rip in them, so we had to throw them away. And then we weren't sure what colour we were going to do the bedroom, so we kind of put off getting any bedding because it's quite expensive. And then I think we know what colours we're going for now. So grey will go with the colour scheme of the walls that we want to go for. And this was about £39, I think, whereas a lot of the other sets I was sort of closer to 50 or 60. And it's when we felt it was on display on like one of the pretend beds, it was so soft. So we got one of those. So I will wash that and show you that in situ. We got this storage box with the lid as well. I think it was £3 for the bottom of the box and £1 for the lid. And this is to store, this is to store. If you follow me on Insta, you may have noticed we've been trying to make sustainable decorations for different occasions. So we did some Valentine's Day decorations out of craft materials that we have. And then to make them really sustainable, I want to store them and then use them again next year. And then basically just keep adding to them each year. And it'll be a nice reminder of kind of like when the boys were little, and yeah, just kind of like a little family tradition really. But if I store them in the garage outside of a box, I'm just concentrating on getting the label off here, it's all in pieces. If I store them in the garage outside of a box, then they're not going to make it to next Valentine's Day because everything in that garage just gets dumped on top of it, as I'm sure most people's garages do. Right, let's get the stuff in here. This gorgeous jar we got to store an espresso capsules in. I don't know about you, but the boxes that they come in, I just find the capsules just fall out of. And even these ones, which you're buying at the moment, the Law Espresso ones, like once you put them in the cupboard and you've had a few out, they just tend to jangle around a little bit and fall out on you. So I thought putting them all in here, one shows me at a glance how many I've got, looks kind of pretty, and just stops coffee capsules falling on my head really. I think I need to restock a bit because I haven't got that many at the moment, but it'll be good to have, oh gosh, a big stock. I think perhaps I hadn't anticipated quite how big this jar is, but it'll give me a good excuse to treat myself to some different flavours and stuff. I quite like the little ones, the littles are they? The different flavoured coffees. So I might get some of those to fill it up. We've got 3 of these. These are little phone stands. Oh, it's a bit sharp at the edge there. These little phone stands, I already had one upstairs next to my bed and I think they are brilliant. They're only about £2 and your phone obviously stands up in them. They've got a thinner side if you've got a skinny phone, and then a chunkier side if you've got a bigger phone. I have one next to my bed, and then I have one in my work bag which I use when I'm working from home, or if I go into the office I can use it there too. And then I have this other one downstairs where I can just put my phone in it on an evening if I want to, or quite often I listen to podcasts or music while I'm cooking, or even just checking a recipe on my phone. So I will use it a lot in the kitchen to prop my phone up in so I can follow the recipe or listen to my podcast without losing my phone under a pile of potato peelings. Please excuse the awful lighting. I'm in the garage and it is not the most flattering of lighting. I look like a ghost. We also got this huge picture frame, and that is to go in the lounge. And we got a whiteboard for Elliot's room. This will go above his desk when we get it. He has got some magnetic kind of Mario characters, and this is the magnetic memo board. You can write on it with dry erase pens, and you can put magnets on it. So it'd be a good way of getting him organised. He's getting a little bit older now, so he tends to get a lot of certificates and like homeworky bits as well. So that would be good for that. Obviously, we haven't done anything with those yet, and I'm not about, well, we don't have the desk for Elliot's thing to begin with, so I'm not about to start trying to put that in place when we don't have the desk. And the picture frame, obviously, I need to find some pictures out to put in it, and I need to get a command strip put on the wall and decide exactly where we're going to hang it and put it up. This is what the large picture frame is for. So this is a bit higgledy-piggledy at the minute. I need to go and stick the pictures back in, they've fallen down. But this is one, we used to have it in Elliot's room with a poster in our old apartment. But when we moved in here, I decided that rather than having lots of pictures stuck on the walls, on the fridge, yeah, that didn't last long, we've got loads on the fridge now. But rather than have that, we would put them in a frame and hang them in the lounge. And I thought, on the one hand, it would look nice and neat and tidy. And on the other hand, I thought, it's gonna help his self-esteem, thinking, oh my gosh, my artwork's good enough to be framed. Don't know if that's a thing, but that's what I thought anyway. So obviously we have this one for Elliot. I love this picture that he did of Little Red Riding Hood. I think it's amazing. And then we want another one to go over there, excuse my washing, to put Jakey's pictures in, because obviously it's not really fair to boost one child's self-esteem and not the others. And that's what we got from Ikea. We did get some bowls for the boys as well, some of the plastic bowls that Ikea sell, but they're just for eating out of. I thought that was quite self-explanatory. And we did get some Tupperware for storing food. Nothing massively exciting there. If you do want to see what they look like, and you do want to see my